name is DJ
Bonics.
I came to rock this party.
This is part 2 of an interview with Raekwon, the chef. We are talking about his latest album, Only Built for Cuban Linx, part 2. I was looking at the sales when it came out in September. I think like the first week you beat out Jay-Z in iTunes, and just kind of discovering that you actually, went more of the independent route, pushing the album versus, with the label. That in itself was like a whole other task that you had to deal with. What was the difference between, putting out the first Cuban Linx and this one as far as, the logistics of pushing the album, promoting the album, etc.?
Well, back then, we had a support system. Steve Rifkin, which is a great friend of mine. I got a lot of love for Steve. He believed in the project back then, and he did everything in his power to make me comfortable. You know what I mean? And I love him for that. This album was more made in a closet. It was more made under the roof of nothing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All I was coming with, basically, with a lot of people thought I was full of shit because they thought I was just talking about it and not really able to pull it off because they knew that the clan was going through so much turmoil within each other. So they like, this nigga talking shit like he really gonna make it happen when we know they all don't even fuck with each other like that or whatever. But make a long story short, this is done in the dark, I would say. It was done in the dark. A lot of people was against me. It was like 38-2 on the dance floor for me, on the scorecard. 38-2, I'm losing. Because nobody would really take time to really say, yo, I believe you. Let me see. Let me take a look. They just thought it was just a rumor, and Ray wasn't ready for what he was getting himself into. But, at the end of the day, I sat down with my team. My team guided me the right way. They gave me honest opinions. I surrounded myself with a dynamic force of dudes that don't know the industry. They don't know it, but they smart. They know how to learn it, though. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So being that I had my expertise on what I knew and what I experienced in the game, I was able to shape and mold them to be what I didn't have back then. You know what I'm saying? Which is a strong team that knew how to work. And I actually taught each individual, and we went through our blood, sweat, and tears, our arguments, our tears, whatever it may be, to understand what we got to do to make this project be what it is, because everybody knew it was a serious project.
Like, hearing you with the Wu fan, man, just got me mad excited. Like, you guys haven't skipped a beat whatsoever. What's up with WU Reunion, man? Any talk about that?
The WU Reunion is going to come when Allah allows it to come. You know what I mean? Like we know we want to do another album, even though we doing like a little short album called Shaolin vs. Wu-Tang, which is in all fun, no disrespect to nobody, but if you look at the karate flicks, is different moments that happen inside of Wu-Tang's life. So At the end of the day, you got an album called Shaolin vs. Wu-Tang about to hit the table. You know what I mean? And the clan is going to be on that. You know what I'm saying? So we constantly going to be in each other's circle, of course. You got the Meth Ray and Ghostface album that's coming out on Def Jam, that's coming out in mid-February. So you're going to still see Wu-Tang cats servicing, doing their own thing. Come on, you got Riz over here, you got Meth over here, you got Ghost over here, you got Jizz over there. It's like everybody is still continuing to work forward to their goals and their dreams of life, you know what I mean?
You'll be in Pittsburgh this Sunday, man. I'm real excited for the show. Mr. Small, 7 o'clock. Capone Noriega will be there as well, plus, some local cats here in Pittsburgh. I feel like you Pittsburgh, man, there's got to be a story you got from Pittsburgh, something you love about Pittsburgh, something you hate about Pittsburgh. Anything you can say about Pittsburgh in general, man?
First and foremost, I'm going to represent Pittsburgh to the fullest because I was a Pittsburgh Steelers fan way before I was a rap fan, you know what I mean?
I like that.
And the Steelers, I go back to the Steelers when they had Lynn Swann and Terry Bradshaw and Franco Harris. That's my favorite team in the world. That's my favorite football team of all time. Now, I'm not saying as of today, but when they was in their reign, they was the team. That was the team I know that between them and the Cowboys, that's what really made football football. It's like let's talk about the sport for real now. You know what I mean? So, you feel me? So at the end of the day, I love Pittsburgh, B. You know what I mean? I went out there, did shows and all that, and whatever. Everything was good. A lot of love in the building, and you know, it continues to be that. But today, I got to represent Cleveland. So I'm going to have my orange on today, you know?
Ah, all right, Ray. It's all good, though. We love the album. Thank you so much for the music, man. I mean, I was growing up, you know, I had to sneak buying Wu-Tang albums in front of my mom to listen to them in my basement, and it was very much worth it. I love this new album. Thank you so much for putting out classic hip-hop still in the midst of all this crap that's out at the moment. And that just proves that you are one of the greatest, man.
Thank you, brother. Appreciate it, man. And, you know, tell everybody out in the town, say, yo, man, it came from them, you know? Like, one thing I can say, and I'm always going to give credit to, is the people, you know what I mean? Y'all gave me the ability to go back and check who I really is, you know what I mean? Because you can get sucked into this industry. We all know that, correct?